In Chicago, Illinois, a masked teen approaches a college student.
And the suspect demanded her phone before flashing the gun. The pair got into a tussle.
I was grabbing for maybe my phone, maybe the gun. It's really like a blackout moment for me. And I realized that I was able to grab the magazine out of the gun.
The loaded magazine, now in police custody, Maddie says, and she hopes it will help solve the crime.
First of all, big ups to that lady right there. She was faced with a threat, and she was able to hold her own and protect herself. That's the example that other modern women who call themselves strong and independent should emulate, not complain about men not coming to aid whenever they face any slight confrontation. Now that's all about the clip, but is it really? The attacker got his gun unloaded, the woman was safe and still had her phone. Authorities are working on nabbing the attacker and also working on putting up security measures. All good and done, I might as well end the video for today right here. But that wasn't all. Social media women always have something to say, don't they? The man right here who was watching everything as it transpired is apparently under fire by women on Twitter. They are calling him weak and a beta male for not getting involved in the scuffle. Let me rephrase that real quick. A man is getting called weak and a coward for minding his own business. Like that's enough. It just happens to be the same women who said men are not useful for anything and they do not need us.
Do we need men? Do women need men in this world? Do you need a man?
No.
You need a man?
Oh, God.
You need men?
No.
Why?
No.
They need to stay on one side now and stop jumping around to whatever analogy fits them. Schrodinger's feminism reads, and I quote, "A woman is simultaneously a victim and empowered until something happens. Then she chooses whichever state benefits her the most." And that's just what modern-day feminism is. It's not about fighting for rights and all that stuff anymore. It's just a bunch of women using it to their advantage and gaining favors, while also fighting men with it. Things are now at an all-time low regarding male-female relationships and dealings. Many honest and innocent men have had their lives ruined doing the good thing just because the woman involved hates all men for some obviously dumb reason. Men no longer want to risk their lives to save or help someone who can also decide to endanger your life even more. Imagine saving a woman from an armed robber and you got severely injured during the rescue, only for her not to appreciate your help, then accuse you of physical assault too because of the way you grabbed her arm when you were trying to help her run faster from the attacker. Things like this are already happening, I promise you. It's not some story I cooked up in my head. I read about this case somewhere, and luckily for the guy, the cops where the woman went to report were not corrupted by the society already, and they smartly waved off the stupid report the woman made and then took the guy to a nearby hospital to cover his wounds. Men have their eyes open now and have realized that helping modern women should be something that is not on their list anymore. And you can see that from the several comments under one of the tweets bashing that dude for not stepping into that scuffle. One said, "I'd rather some random Twitter account call me a beta than go to jail for a hate crime. Welcome to the new world." The new world that the actions of the average modern woman has led us to. It's really pitiful when a man's natural protective instincts can't just kick in now and he jumps in to help someone in danger. Now he has to first protect himself. That's the new world we are in. Another comment read, "Maybe he's a beta woman. Why assume he identifies as a male?" This one made me laugh, and that's why I added it to this video. But the laughs aside, that's how sick things are now in the new world. Gender misappropriation and all that bullshit began by women who do not know what they truly want. So anyway, men have pulled out and left them alone to themselves, and you have to see how they are coping without our help. They are doing pretty great without us, aren't they? Good. Let them keep it up. I love as they have no choice but to show their strength and independence now. Women must understand that this is simply the result of their behavior. You can't intentionally mock and embarrass an important group of society and still expect them to assist you when you need it. Men are understanding that they need to quit helping these women. They claim to be strong, bold, and independent, and any assistance they receive is interpreted as an insult. Then leaving them the fuck alone is just the right thing to do. Do not get me wrong. I'm not suggesting this is how it should be. In fact, the essence of masculinity is to help people in these situations. Nevertheless, society has labeled masculinity as toxic, so we must respect these women's decisions and allow them to be, right? The more they claim they don't need a man, the more men will ignore them and go away. Chivalry and equality do not go together, and because they chose equality, they must likewise be treated equally. Men are rarely helped, and this will continue to be the case. They cannot have their cake and eat it. And since it does not appear like the media-obsessed and man-hating women among the ladies are going to stop anytime soon, this is how things will continue to be. There are genuine ladies in desperate situations who require assistance, but you never know whether they are truly in need of help, or it is just some woman trying to bait you for clout, or simply seeking to wreck your life for no reason. Stepping in to help could damage your entire life, thus it is best to protect yourself first. It's difficult to quit helping individuals who are in need when you've been raised to do so. However, you must learn to do it at this stage, just as other men already have.
I feel like the men's interpretation of feminism now is just never helping us with anything. That's a feminist now. Like the number of times the tiniest woman helps me with my luggage on the plane, it's always the tiniest woman, like a woman like you, who's like, oh, I'm gonna join in and help her. And then we're both struggling, and we're both like, like trying to get it up, like, no, you've got it, okay, you've got that side, you've got, and then a strong man's like, they've got it. I'm a feminist, don't wanna offend them.
I thought women would be okay with this though. I mean, it's what they have always said they wanted. Now they got it, and they are pretending like they do not know why. Like men just decided to not help them anymore. And this is why I like us men. You can't trash us openly and say you do not want us, and then still expect us to drool over you and provide and protect you. No, not anymore. You say you can do it without us. Okay, let us watch you do it. We men are done with helping these modern women who will turn around and say, did I force you to help me, as soon as they feel like it. In some circumstances, offering to help someone may result in you being labeled as a creep. So no, we are refusing to help. We can already see how bad things are going for them without our help, but it still won't change shit until they decide to change themselves. Unlike the woman in the first clip, who was successful in saving herself, many were unable to, and those women who tell their kids the story of how they got badly hurt because men who were there refused to help her because women treat them badly. Modern women do not deserve chivalry or assistance, and even though over 72% of men have realized this and stopped helping, there are still a few who are yet to realize this. I know many men who learnt this lesson the hard way when they lost their job or career after helping a woman at their place of work or something. This video is here to make sure you don't make those mistakes before you learn too. Any wise man understands how important it is for him to avoid these modern women, since the majority of them are walking red flags who will wreck your life at any given opportunity. They said they could do it all on their own without our support, so let them do it. Leave them alone. I promise you that the juice isn't worth the squeeze, and the risk is definitely not worth the reward. Anyway, that will be all for today on Latest Juice, guys. Let me know what you think about this video in the comments. If you enjoyed watching this video, then surely you would love my other videos. Make sure to check them. Don't forget to smash the like and subscribe buttons, as it gives me the perfect motivation to keep creating contents like this for you. And also click the notification bell so you can be the first to know when I drop a new video. See you again soon. Cheers.